Good morning, everyone. I know this is a little different. I'm usually wide awake when I do my videos, and I don't have my crazy bags under my eyes and my dark circles, but I'm trying something different just with this video. In the past couple of videos, I've had a bunch of guests join me, and it has been a while since it's just been me and you. So I figured for a Just Jaysa, Just Making It video, I think it's time. So I actually forgot to record earlier this week, and maybe it was for a reason. So, like I said, I'm here recording this morning, trying to kind of just get my thoughts together and share this video with you guys, right? So, let's see. First, I want to say welcome. Obviously, I am Jaysa, and this is Just Jaysa. I want to make sure that you turn on your notifications, you subscribe, and you come back every Friday and Wednesday now for the various segments that we have on our channel. We are mental health, we are self-awareness, we are education, we are entrepreneurial. Ooh, tough word. We are here to promote women and constantly build for our kids. And this platform is growing, but essentially I will always come back to why I started it, and that is to share my experiences, give advice, and continue to add on to that advice because, as I always say, it does not stop. Okay, so if you are new, now you know. Like I said, this is what we're here for. This is what we do. I'm usually a little bit more upbeat. So if that's not something you're into, it's probably the channel for you. But once again, today we will be discussing Just Making It. This will be more of a reflective video for people that are kind of learning and picking up on it. I am starting to introduce my brand and kind of get that out there. So when we are on the Just Jaysa platform, we are instilling the values of being raw and reflective. So when we're raw, we are being our true and authentic selves. We are speaking from our original design. We look like our original design, and we share our stories as raw and reflectively as possible. We are acknowledging who we are, who we want to be, and where we are trying to go, and being the most honest with ourselves when we're doing that. So, Just Jaysa is about being raw and reflective. Well, like I said, this video is really going to be about exactly what it says. Just Jaysa, just making it. So, without further ado, let's get into our intro. Welcome back. So let's jump right into it, right? So where have we been? How are you doing? What is going on in your life that is kind of stumping you, right? So let's just kind of recap a little bit of what's been going on here. October was exactly what I said it would be. And I think that's the crazy thing about setting intentions prior to the time period coming up, right? So for me, I wanted October to be about mindfulness. And it wasn't necessarily what I had thought it would be as far as kind of a more peaceful month. It's been a month where I needed to be mindful of my limits, of my goals, of the people around me, of my home. So many things that required me to be mindful, but not having everyone else and everything around me be mindful of me, and I think it was the opportunity for me to set those boundaries and set those expectations for myself and not allow things to take over. And within October, even though it's not over, which is crazy, right? Having all of these experiences and these observations before the month is even over is wild to me. But nevertheless, that's what October has brought me so far, is understanding how I need to be mindful within my own space. And it's been wonderful. I can't lie to you. I've had some, y'all, crazy experiences so far. And it was cool though. Developing my brand. I can't wait to launch, y'all. We launch on the 1st. So I will be sharing that with you more and more. Getting these opportunities, being able to understand what my next steps are, right? So in the last video when I was talking with Kai, I kind of shared how my education experience is going. And I've shared a couple conversations with you guys as far as like how it started, where I think I needed to go, how I wanted to go. And now I was able to identify exactly what I wanted to do and where it needs to lead me because I took a step back and I was faced with so many different obstacles. And instead of allowing myself to just force my puzzle piece in there, I decided to step back, see the bigger picture, and now I'm able to place it, right? So, school. I was going to get my master's, right? My elementary education master's. And I needed to do the teaching in order to be a certified teacher. Now, we already know Jaysa is not feeling the classroom. I do not like the school system. I do not like where I was. So, why am I forcing myself to finish this degree in order to be a certified teacher? Yes, it's a great career path. It will always be there. It's always something I can say I have. Got it. 9 to 5. Wonderful. However, what do I want? What is my goal? What is my big picture? And for people that remember, mental health counseling for children with disorders is my goal. That's what I love. That's where I was. That is my jam. And I think when I think back to the experiences I've had, I have always been placed in situations I didn't fully understand. As a first time teacher, as a first time anything within the school system, I was constantly placed with kids with disorders or just overwhelming behavior, challenging behavior. And at first, I didn't understand it. I was like, what is wrong with these people? Yes, I get it. Most classes have these types of students that are struggling, but why in the world, as a first year teacher, am I given a class that is strictly kids that need extra help? And as I was going through it, it was the most stressful experience of my life because I didn't know what I was doing. And I learned to understand that, I began to understand that it wasn't my purpose on a teaching platform. I just wanted to be there and figure out, how can I help you? What is it that you need from me as a person, not as your teacher? Because trying to balance helping this child on an emotional, social, psychological, psychological level, and trying to teach them things that they were already behind on, oh my goodness, it takes a lot. So I definitely commend all my fellow teachers out there. You guys are amazing. And not that I don't think I was capable, I just know it's not where I was meant to be. So I decided to drop my student teaching, which means your girl is graduating in November. I am so excited. And it was also an opportunity for me to see a moment of celebration. So, once again, something we've talked about in the past, trying to associate value with another platform or another degree or another form of success, and not celebrating those moments that you've earned it, right? So, for me, I've been in school much longer than I needed to be. I graduated with my bachelor's in 2020 of December, because I kind of messed up, y'all. But I graduated in December of 2020. I went straight in for my master's by January 2021. And it was for clinical mental health counseling. But I decided, because I need to make money, because I need to be seen more valuable, I switched my program by the end of that year to elementary education. And here we are. Well, you know what? Now that I look at the timeline, I need to stop beating myself up. It's only been 2 years. It's only been 2 years if you really look at the timeline. I started November 2021. It is now November 2023. Getting there, I should say. We're getting there. So yes, it's gonna be 2 years, which is great because that's essentially what they said it would take, especially with me doing it online in one class at a time. Ugh, there I go again, beating myself up. But nevertheless, it was a path. And what's so crazy is if I would have stayed on the original path of my student teaching, I would have been in dormant mode for an entire year before I could finish it out in August of next year. Why? For something I didn't even want. I don't want it. So why are you forcing yourself, right? But here's the kicker of good old Jaysa making it. I have decided to jump back in and do something I absolutely love. I'm going to go back into my degree program for what's it called? Clinical mental health counseling. So with me doing this, I am going to sorry, y'all. A little paranoid. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish it because that's something that makes me happy and that's something that I decided to move on for money and success. Anyway, I say all that to say, or to give an example of a moment within this month so far that I have had to be mindful of myself, my dreams, my limits, my personal expectations, my just everything that had to do with me, instead of being so cautious of making sure I fit into that social mold and the values or expectations that women of color have placed on ourselves in order to be seen as something we don't even want to be. And don't get me wrong, I want success. I want to be educated. But in the places I find myself needing and wanting to be educated, not to have a 9 to 5. I'm an entrepreneur. That's what I do. That is where I thrive. That is what makes me happy in the morning and what keeps me up all night. I don't mind that. But thinking of going to work and having to completely limit myself, my mindset, and the things I can do for people, because that is the rule, that is the expectation of that position, it has never been me. So be mindful of that. I was able to make that change. All right. So as we move on through the different experiences, I am opening myself back up to promoting my businesses and getting them out there in a really nice way. So I have had my business for a very long time. And I say very long time in the sense I have started and stopped. I have renamed, I have rebuilt, I have recolored, I have reproduct. I have done so many things with it, which isn't a bad thing, right? I'm learning. And I finally got my sweet spot. I have finally got to the point where I can start, right? Because it's never done developing. But this is where I feel good at. I know what I want it to be. I know what I want it to look like. I know who I want it to be for. I know what audience I'm speaking to, in the sense of you'll see me, right? And y'all, what I tell you, it only took one experience, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I will never return to that side because I no longer need that to be successful. I know if it's going to take time, if I'm going to waste money, if I'm going to put myself out there, it's going to be in the atmospheres for people that value me and that are my target audience and that will attach a nice name to myself, because that's essentially what I want. I don't want just any name. I don't want to just be out there. I want to be associated with a certain image. And in order for me to do that, I might as well do it where it is, where it's going to take time, where it may be, a longer drive, where it may be a bigger setup, where it may be the chance of someone else like me being there and not shying away from the opportunities. So that is yet another moment where I had to be mindful of the bigger picture. And I think that this month really has been a bigger picture type of deal. and not being so stumped, y'all. It has been just crazy to me for how long I have been in this mindset of just trying to do stuff and be somewhere that I don't need to be and I'm not meant to be. And I can't believe it took this long to figure that out. And a dang challenge, y'all. I was doing my 31 day challenge, and it was supposed to be, it was meant to put these activities in your life in order to create a routine that is more beneficial for you. Sorry, all my ears are killing me. That's supposed to be more beneficial and help you progress within your life and be more, successful, to just be more an efficient person throughout your day. And here I am. I've changed my entire life, my entire plan, and it feels good. So I say this to say you need to jump on it. Be mindful for 2 weeks, y'all. We haven't even got through the 3rd week yet. Be mindful for 2 weeks of yourself, and good gosh, the crazy things that you'll notice, that you'll start to see need to change and put in place. Oh my goodness. It's crazy, y'all. Like, I feel different. And it's funny because I remember the moment, I remember how I felt when I realized the changes and the benefits that came with them. I was in the car talking to my husband, and I just got a big burst of motivation, and I felt light and just in need of being where I'm supposed to be, and that craving desire to stay there. And it's crazy. It hasn't gone away. Yeah, I'm a little tired because, y'all, I'm up. Like, I'm usually sleep with my husband and the baby until they wake up, which is like the middle of the day. And I was never like that. I couldn't sleep past 9 o'clock. Like that on a day I didn't have to work. Now I'm not working. It's my choice. My business is my work. This is what I do. And now having that mindset of you need to change, you need to get back on it and get back to your purpose and feel the desire or need to be up. It feels good. I have more energy. I feel myself coming back to life. And I love that. And I think that we all should have those experiences, even if it doesn't look like mine. But making sure that you take that time to be mindful of what you need, where you need to go, where you want to go, because that's also important. Where do you want to go? Not where you're comfortable being, right? So I would say that with those 2 experiences I was able to share, I kind of did a lot, right? So I have been working, right? So I started, right? So people that know me, once again, I love stuff, especially stationery, right? So I sat up one night and I made this ultimate planner. It's literally just my ultimate planner, nothing I'm selling, but this is my ultimate planner. It has literally everything I love in this planner, from a weekly layout of a planner to lesson plan templates to business planning. Ooh, I got a lot of lesson plans, to daily setups. It has motivational pictures. It has stuff for my books in there for me to write and get remotivated with that, because that's a whole different conversation, y'all. But I made it. And when I had made it, I had the intention of using it, right? Because it's set for October. I made it in September and I got it in October. So my intention was using it in order to really feel motivated, right? And I love it. Don't get me wrong. Let me not make it seem like I don't. I absolutely love my planner, and it is my best friend because it has everything I want. It's my ultimate planner because nothing in this world will be able to match my needs in a store. It just won't. So I say that to say I use it because it has helped me really focus on what I was interested in. And it was something I sat up and did randomly. However, I made sure I put in there exactly what I want to focus on and what I'm invested in right now instead of, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry. Sneezing. I love it because it keeps me away from filling up my notebook with just constant lists, constant reminders of things that I need to accomplish and do, and crazy goals and expectations. It's mine. It is complete. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Oh, morning sneezes. It has centered me. And now I use my notebooks to execute. I plan and execute. And fudge. All right. So let me hurry up because my sneezes are coming, y'all. All right. So I started this journal. Really, it's just my notebook. It's my planning notebook. And last night I decided I have this constant or recurring list that I make of habits to implement. And I decided every morning, like in a week span, right? Because we can't do something every day. We're not going to build it. So every week, I'm going to make my to-do list, right? Or every day, I'm going to make my to-do list for a week. And at the top, I'm going to put routines I'm going to practice. And today, I have 4 routines that I'm going to implement. The first one was wake up at 7. I woke up at 8. Still a win. Complete 30-minute workout and stretch, read 1 chapter, and journal. Right, so those are the 4 routines I'm going to implement today. And obviously after I'm done recording, I'm going to get started on the rest. But I plan on doing this in order to train myself to get to that goal. I have this constant big goal of working out. And before I had the child, it was to create some type of health with my body. I may look alright, but I ain't. I can't get upstairs, y'all. It's stressful. But now that I've had my child, I have this physical appearance that is okay, but it's not where I want it to be. So I can't keep saying it. I can't keep complaining. It's time to do it. And part of that is at least committing to 30 minutes of something in the morning. So I'm going to do that. Ooh, yeah, I'm sorry. With that being said, I have my list of tasks, right? What do I need to do for the day? And it's extensive. It is. But it's what I need to do. And I found that it helps me focus and take smaller bites of these big chunks of things that I'm trying to do in my life. And even with the businesses, right? I have found that, you know what? Give me a second. Okay. Instead of rushing because I can't breathe, Joe, just go fix it. All right. Anyway, last interruption, I promise. So instead of trying to bite off these huge chunks, I decided to go ahead and just narrow it down. And I am starting this method. Don't get me wrong, guys. This is my first day. Okay. This is my first day doing it. And I hope it helps. So I'm putting it out there. And obviously, I'll kind of give you an update, see how it goes. But yes, I definitely suggest it. If you have some routines that you've been trying to implement forever, try it. You know, take smaller bites, do certain things. I had someone a very long time ago tell me to start with a 10-day goal. 10-day set of goals. And I remember doing it in the past. It really helps, you know, focusing on just those first 10 days. What are you trying to do within 10 days? Cross that off. Okay, what's the next 10 days? Because I'm good for making like year goals, 5-year goals up to, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I have so much to do. I have so much to do because I'm trying to accomplish. And in reality, I have smaller things that need to be done in order to accomplish those 5-year goals. So to give you another example, I have been trying to figure out how to maintain all of my platforms. So once again, for people that are new, I have 4 working on 5 platforms under my brand. Just Jaysa that you are watching now. I have Raw Beauty, which I will talk about very soon. I have Jaysa the author. I have KMS Tutorings, which is King's Marvelous Scholars. And I also have another one that I am revamping, in a sense, is Cleo with a Z. And that is my baby. That is where it all started. But she will also be making a reappearance in a different form. So I have these platforms that I am trying to build. I'm trying to maneuver. And they're all running. They're good. We're good. However, this marketing, y'all, is kicking my ass. It is. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And instead of constantly making these things that I want to do on the big picture side, I need to go back to, girl, how you gonna market this? How you gonna market it? Right. So we're just like, let's take a step back. And that's what I'm working on today. That's what's on my task list. And I'm excited, essentially. Right. So that's really it. The crazy part is, obviously, you guys have seen my child much more than I had cared to, because that's how we're doing it. We're making it. And back when he wasn't here, it was still difficult for me to come on here and make these videos. So you know what? He ain't gonna stop no show. Y'all just gonna get it, me and him. And you know what? The intro might change when he's supposed to be on it. But just be aware, like, this is part of it. Don't let anything stop the show. I used to hate excuses, and then I got in the position where I had to make excuses, where I had an excuse I could give. I don't have to do anything. I choose to. And I gave him, oh, I can't make a video today because I'm tired, or because I don't feel good, or the baby's up, or I didn't get any sleep. Yeah, okay, whatever. You have goals. I have goals. I have things that I want to do. And for the excuses to outweigh my dreams is crazy. Why? There's always going to be something. That used to be my saying. There's always going to be something. So how can you make an excuse? And I did it. It set me back because I had so many excuses. I disappeared for months? 6 months. Was it that long? I think it was like 6 months. Last video before I got back on it. Because I had so many excuses, there was so much going on. Yeah, there's always something going on. There's so much going on now. But part of that is you're going to meet my child. You are going to be a part of my life. You are going to see me at 9 o'clock in the morning, because this is what I need to do, is because I'm trying to grow. And we will look back on these videos where the quality was not the best, and we will laugh. And we will smile, and we will definitely talk about these crazy experiences, and we'll look back on your life and talk about how, wow, I remember that advice. I remember the moment I was being mindful with myself, and I went from just making it to truly being intentional with what I want to do with my life. I think that's the point of this video. And I know I always have a topic for these videos, y'all. I think it's just what's sitting on my heart, and I put a title to it, and I pray to God we get to the point by the end of it. But we are trying to get out of the mindset of just making it, because we're not. We are intentionally doing things, and the problem is we don't see that. So with that being said, I am intentionally going to start my task list. I want to recap. If you are new here, we are a channel where we will discuss the raw and reflective sides of mental health, self-awareness, the kids in this learning side of it. I am doing my tutoring segment, giving women a platform to come and promote themselves, as well as having a community where we discuss everything. You will meet my team, the Women with Audacity. They will be on here. If you haven't seen the previous videos, go watch them. They're up there, and they are a part of my team. They are a part of this journey now. And being able to get those perspectives, those insights, is so important to me. We come back every Friday and we talk about specific topics. I am currently working on November. I have a meeting with the team on the 28th, and we will iron out these November topics. I'm super excited. Every Wednesday well, every other Wednesday right now, we're kind of playing with it. We will have a SheEO come on here and tell us about their journey. Tell us about her journey. Tell us about what she does, what she has to offer to help us with our journey. And it's super exciting. So please make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications, join us, be a part of this conversation. And when I drop the other platforms, make sure you join those too. I will be sharing the group pages I have on Facebook. I will be sharing some links to a chat that I'll be opening up eventually. I'm hoping next year, March. But I say all this to say, I don't stop. I have so much to offer. I have so many platforms I want to build. And without you, without your support, without your constant watching, viewing of these videos, I can't do it. But I will keep doing it until you understand that we do this together. So, thank you. Make sure you turn on your notifications, you subscribe, you like, share this video, give me a comment, go follow our Instagram page, it's up there. And once again, come back on Wednesday. Well, next Wednesday. Come back on Friday because we have our topics. We have one more topic for the month of October. It is rediscovering a self you never knew. That one actually ties in with all of our videos. I've been trying to do that more and more on our commentary Fridays. My hope is to have people outside of me and the team on here, but if it is just me and the team, that's fine. We are building that up, so if you would like to join the conversation at the last Friday every month, there is a sign up link in the description box as well as on my page. If you go to our website and you scroll over to the Just Jaysa tab under Commentary Fridays, go ahead, click it, sign up, and I would love to have you guys on to join us in the conversation for the month. Other than that, I look forward to next Friday, and please have a wonderful day. Until next time, bye.